people of the internet. Guys, I was not planning to go live at this moment. However, and his name is Tyler Marsh. He previously was with the Las Vegas Aces. So I just want to talk about this real quick. I'm going to have a formal video where I'm actually like at my desk, actually like pulling up graphics and all that stuff soon. But right now, breaking news, Tyler Marsh is the new head coach of the Chicago Sky. A thing to note is that the Chicago Sky have gone through 4 coaches in the very recent future. And I wonder if if Tyler Marsh is sort of the long-term head coach for the Chicago Sky. I hope so. Guys. If you didn't know, Tyler Marsh, we're going to get into like specifically who he is in just a second, but I do want to just sort of set the stage real quick. The Chicago Sky have had 4 coaches in the last like 3 years. You had James Wade, who was the long-term general manager and head coach of the Chicago Sky. He ended up stepping down, last year, in 2023. He stepped down mid-season and decided to take a role with the Toronto Raptors as an assistant coach. His assistant, after the 2023 season is over, we see Emery get fired. They have a big search for the new head coach, and the new head coach is announced as Teresa Weatherspoon. All right. So Teresa Weatherspoon becomes the head coach. This time last year, she goes through the 2024 WNBA season. After the season's over, the Chicago Sky don't pick her, decide to fire her, and then they go on a search again for their new head coach. So again, you had James Wade, then you had Emery Vatansever, then you had Teresa Weatherspoon. In the span of 2 WNBA seasons, 3 different people being acting as a head coach for the team. James Wade was 7-9 before he left. Emery Vatansever did okay, I would say, in his little stint, going 11-13 for the remainder of the 2023 season. We see Teresa Weatherspoon go 13-27 on the season. Does not make the playoffs. They get rid of her. Now we see new head coach for the Chicago Sky, Tyler Marsh, getting selected as the head coach. Guys, now, if you're wondering who in the world is Tyler Marsh, well, let me tell you guys, he has been serving for the last 3 years as an assistant coach / head of player development for the Las Vegas Aces. Now, guys, Tyler Marsh, he's really good, and players really, really do like Tyler Marsh. Before he came to the Las Vegas Aces, he was on the men's side of coaching basketball. He coached in the G League. He coached in the NCAA, and then he was picked as an assistant coach for the Las Vegas Aces. He spent 3 seasons with the Aces. The first 2 seasons they did win a championship, and this past season was just this past season. And one thing about Tyler Marsh is that he really does pride himself on player development. That was largely the role that he took with the Aces, and I'm actually really, really interested to see how he does with the Chicago Sky, because the Chicago Sky are in need of severe development. They're in need of severe development, and having a coach like him, I think, was going to be pretty good. Like, he has experience in the NBA. He was with the Indiana Pacers for a while as an assistant coach and a player development guy. He was in the G League for a while. Ended up winning a championship in the G League. He was with the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. He been all around. He was a player. He played at Alabama. Alabama Birmingham, not regular Alabama Birmingham. And yeah, he just has a great track record as a coach. And there really hasn't been anything but positive stuff said about Tyler Marsh and his work with the Las Vegas Aces. And I just can't wait, guys. I cannot wait to see what this man can do. Again, you all know I was not in favor of the Chicago Sky letting go of Teresa Weatherspoon. Like, I wasn't in favor of that. However, they were getting a new coach, regardless of what I thought about it. And I actually think that this is a great decision for the Chicago Sky to get a very, very, very well-respected coach like Tyler Marsh to take the helm. And the thing is, we'll kind of see how it goes from here, right? We'll kind of see, because yeah, I don't know. I think he is a coach that is very, very successful for us. However, he does need time to work. And so we'll see. I did see a post, and guys, again, I am on my phone because I just got the news. I am not at home on my normal computer and whatnot. So again, it's not the normal view of stuff. But I, for one, am very much excited about Tyler Marsh to see what he can do. Guys, we're seeing a sea change in the WNBA. And also, guys, we are seeing the power of winning. Because, guys, the Las Vegas Aces won two WNBA championships in a row. And we see, after you win a lot, your assistant coaches sometimes get a phone call and end up packing their bags and going somewhere else. Right? We saw Natalie Nakase leave the Las Vegas Aces a couple weeks ago, and was announced as the head coach of the Golden State Valkyries, the new expansion team that's starting in 2025. And now the second domino has dropped. It was about time. After Natalie Nakase got that head coaching job for the Valkyries, I was like, okay, well, Tyler Marsh is going to be gone soon. I even made a video about it where I talked about it. Like, he's going to be gone soon, and now he is gone with the Chicago Sky. I'm a little bit surprised that he chose Chicago because, again, he kind of had his pick, right? So many teams are without a head coach right now. You got Washington, you got Dallas, you got LA, lots of Atlanta, lots of WNBA teams, the Connecticut Sun, a lot of WNBA teams without a head coach. And I'm a little bit surprised that he chose Chicago. I think he has a lot of potential to be a really good coach. The only thing is, will the Chicago Sky give him time? That's the question. That's the big question for me. If they are expecting this man to make it to the playoffs and be a viable team next year, I don't know how realistic that is, considering the roster of the Chicago Sky. But if they're going to allow him the time to actually develop his team, then I'm good. I got confidence. I got a lot of confidence. And I think that the players have confidence in him as well. Guys, Angel Reese ended up posting W on Twitter recently. She posted it about an hour ago after the news was made. And so I'm like, okay, if Angel seems to be on board, let's see what he could do. Let's see. Let us see. And then it's pretty funny. Sydney Colson did a quote tweet to Angel Reese's post with the W and said, "Excuse me, we're grieving. Have some respect." And then Angel quote tweeted and said, "Sorry, but your time is up. It's our turn. I'll send you some tissue though, sister. Unless you want to come join this side too." So y'all, hey, Angel Reese seems to be cool with this. We all know that he was that she was very like, disappointed and upset that Teresa Weatherspoon was let go, and so the fact that she seems to be cool with this, great, great. You need buy-in from your top recruiter. Okay, you need buy-in from her. The only question is now, what is the status of Kennedy Carter going forward with this team? I think Tyler Marsh, it would be a really good coach for Kennedy Carter. And I hope that Kennedy is all in with the Chicago Sky. She says she'll come back if they want her back. And so I'm not really sure with some of the decisions that they've made, and some of the stuff that Jeff Pagliacca has said. I wasn't really convinced that he actually wanted her back. But now that Tyler Marsh is in the building, I really do think he's going to push to have Kennedy. And so I'm interested in for that. Because, guys, yes, Sean, I see your comment says Carter, Cardoso, and Reese are must cores. They are. That's the future of the Chicago Sky team. It really is. And if Tyler can get Kennedy Carter to come back, you got Camila Cardoso, again, 6'7". You can't teach that. There's so many positives that Camila Cardoso has, and I think it's just scratched the surface of the talent that Camila Cardoso is, night in and night out, the way that she can produce for a squad. And so I think that she's going to be able to develop a lot more because guys, this is his bread and butter. Player development is his bread and butter. He did it in college. As a college coach, he did it in the G League. He did it in the NBA. He's been an assistant just about everywhere. And I'm interested to see how he develops, because guys, there needs to be a lot of development, right? There's a lot of stuff that Angel needs to work on, a lot of stuff that Camila needs to work on, and now the question is, what do you do about everybody else? Dana Evans wanted to get traded this past season. Right? She requested a trade. They did not trade her. She was not happy about her role with the Chicago Sky. We see her balling overseas with Beskitas, the team that she's with right now. And the question is like, okay, well, does Tyler see a path for Dana Evans on this team? I hope so. As a Sky fan, as a fan of Dana Evans, I hope he sees a role for her and whatnot, because she's a very talented player. She's a very talented player that just couldn't really figure out how to really be a point guard first. And I'm hoping that he's like, you know what? You're not a normal point guard. You are more of a shooting guard, and I'm gonna let you unleash and do what you do. I hope that's the future. But there's a lot of questions. Who's coming back for this team, and like what exactly is their role? Like, again, the three key players to me is Kennedy Carter, number 1, Angel Reese, and Camila Cardoso. All right. That's what I have as my core. Everybody else, I don't know. We'll see. Right? We will see what happens. But yeah, you're building around your core 3. I think there is a path for Dana to be very successful. Again, if they all just recognize that she is not a pass first point guard in the WNBA. That she is a shooting guard who can pass. The Chicago Sky do have a lottery pick, and so that's something that's going to be a piece that Tyler's going to be able to work with. I'm interested to see how he does. So we're going to have a completely new coaching staff again. Teaspoon brought in her own coaching staff. I'm pretty sure they're all gone now that Teaspoon's out. And so Tyler Marsh is about to be hiring for his coaches, his assistant coaches and whatnot. And so we'll see. But yeah, that's just a quick thing right there. Tyler Marsh is the new head coach of the Chicago Sky. I will have more more sort of analysis on this shortly. I just wanted to make a quick update video. I'm not at home, but on the road. Just wanted to just share that with y'all. What do y'all think? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, man, like it's never a dull day. Like I was literally just writing a script for a Notre Dame video I'm making, and I was on Twitter and I saw somebody post that Tyler Marsh got hired, and I was like, what? Because I know that Tyler Marsh was in the running. I know he was in the running. I've seen reporting about it. I knew he was a top candidate, but I did not know that he was going to be the actual head coach. He is the new head coach for the Chicago Sky. They have not officially released an announcement. They will probably do that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll probably see an official announcement by the Chicago Sky. But that is the news, guys. Hey, we got 2 down. We got like 5 other teams to go in terms of the head coaches and figuring out who's going where. And I'm just going to call it here. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I will have a full video about this soonish, but that is the new news. Guys, thank y'all for watching. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I make content all about women's basketball. And just keep y'all up to date on the latest news. All right, until next time, guys. Bye-bye.